up, guys and girls of YouTube? Your boy Justin Omoe here. Today, probably the last crappy video I'll be able to make because finally they're back at school, and by school I mean homeschool. But you know, you gotta understand the situation with the virus, and plus I live in Florida, the most embarrassing state when it comes to the situation, period. One's in the kitchen, the other's in his own room. They're doing the homeschool, got the headphones on, they're not talking. It's a blessing right now. That's the best I could get. Anyways, today I want to talk to y'all about the, recent products that I acquired, bought, and if they are worth what I bought, or, is it worth getting for yourself. Let's start with the big thing in the room. And by big thing, I mean, boom. Woo! Is it worth it? Let's see. Alright, move your damn promo out the way. Let's take a look at how it looks on FL. And I believe I could show you how it looks through OBS actually. Oh god, that's me. Yeah, so this is how FL Studio looks on my big screen TV at 100 resolution. Keep in mind that I could adjust these settings. So I bought this TV with the intent of, hey, I can use this to perhaps use more plugins on my computer to see on a bigger screen, to have a better visualization, create a better mood. Here I am. As well as for my video editing to, preview the full screen up there so I could be able to do stuff down here. If you haven't seen me before, I had two screens and they were mounted to each other, but because this table that I bought, which we'll talk about later, only has that one screen option for me at the moment. I can only do one screen, so I said, hey, let me just buy this TV. Ugh. Could y'all even read that? I don't think y'all could. I could read it easily here if I'm like this, just doing stuff like this. I can see everything fine. But, you want to sit down, just chill like this, you know what I'm saying? And like I said with the GUI, so here I go in general. Hopefully y'all could probably see that. If I were to set this to something like 200%, right? So it's pretty much double what we got here. And close it and open it. So let's go ahead and close this. And then reopen this. You probably can't see it. Oh yeah, you can see right there. Big ass orange. And look at my screen. Probably hard to see here, but I'll just go ahead and just... Oh god, move. I'll put this over here. Now you can see it's kind of like normal, what you would usually see on the computer screen. Probably a tiny bit bigger. Yeah, a lot bit bigger, but it's still, cool. But the only thing that sucks about it is like you probably just saw there, moving it to the original computer, when you have the TV off. So if you can't see that, I'll go ahead and show you a view of that. Big block! Big block! And you can't even do shit. So the only thing that sucks is being able to go back and forth and, be able to work within both screens. You can't have this screen, the big TV, looking normal while the small TV looking regular as well. You can't have it like that. One has to be bigger, one has to be too small in order to work in unison. Boom. So what I thought would have been a good price or buy for the TV in compensation to, having a second screen didn't work out so well when it came to FL Studio, but for video editing I could do it perfectly, see stuff. I haven't played games on that. I've been playing on the monitor screen, but but what I do like the TV for is pretty much just watching anime and shit, just being real. But while I'm watching anime and shit, TV, YouTube, whatever it may be, I'm over here just playing the guitar, practicing it, getting things under hand, just like this. And now that I hit play and I watched a few seconds, I therefore must watch the whole episode. So I'll see y'all in like 20 minutes. Alright, next thing I want to talk to you guys and girls about is the table. So this whole table right here, I've talked about it and I showed you guys and girls a video on it before. Is it worth it? Oh, hell yes. Did I make money back from it? Oh, hell no. And if I'm being honest, it'll take about 2.5 months worth of YouTube money from me to be able to pay this thing off, which I already got the money and I'm good. I'm just, paying it in installments, which, I'm just trying to be safe just in case some bullshit happens, like it did with that damn PSU for my computer. But yeah, this table has so much in concrete with the whole room itself. It pretty much is the base of the room. It's everything. When you come in here and you open the door, this is the first thing you look at. You don't look at the TV, you look at the table. And you say, God dang, this is a setup, you know. And every single time I went into this room, even when I didn't use it because, you know, I was trying to do some dopamine fasting and stuff, that plus blackouts, it's hurricane season, I look at this damn computer, this whole thing, and I'm like, shit, that's me? Every time I get on this thing, I'm productive. I'm like, yo, okay, this is what I want to do. This is what we're going to do. I'm going to do it. Whether it be learning the guitar, like I said, I'm, you know, just trying to review stuff, fix strings. I hate that. Y'all saw that? It's ever since I defragged my computer and optimized it. That's another problem I got to deal with. I come in here and I'm content. I'm like, yo, this is it. We're going to do this. Of course, you know, being that we had a lot of noise in the house and all that, you know, I had to put things aside, which kind of breaks the momentum. I'll be honest, it sucks. But, you know, like I said, school's back. I'm good. Cable management has never been better. Everything is literally hidden behind. And if they have to be shown out, it's minute. The subwoofer, you can actually hear things when you use it, that is. But overall, this table is concrete. I would never want to see myself with that old table ever again. And the racks, may I add, is way better here within arm's reach. And you can see things nice and clear and be fluid with everything. Whereas with the rack that I built, the DIY, you just gotta turn yourself 90 degrees every single time, do this, turn yourself back 90 degrees. It's I mean, it's something small, but it's pretty much a hassle. So the table, was it worth it? Oh hell yes, like I said. Let's get under the hood real quick. So under the table we have the subwoofer. So if y'all, have I spoken about it? I feel like I did talk about the subwoofer. If not, then my apologies, but I got a subwoofer. A really dusty one, that is. There we go. I actually have a foot pedal that I also bought with it to bypass the subwoofer as well. Hold on, you see that little speck? What is that speck? What the hell is that speck? Oh, let's go. Oh wait, that's a screw. How about this, buddy? Was this thing worth the penny? It is. It's worth it. Just the amount of times I was able to use it myself within my situation. You know, everybody was home. I didn't want to bother anyone when they're asleep. So forth. It was just not easy to use this thing at its fullest volume. But nevertheless, you do hear things that you do not hear in the Roccat monitor speakers as well as your headphones. So I do love using it every single time. It helps me with the what you call it, the visual that I see on the Clarity M, which is the analyzer and all that. You do, you know, hear it easily with this thing. Whereas, you know, you wouldn't have been able to hear it with the other stuff like I mentioned. Definitely worth it. Take my money. Before I get into the final thing, let's talk about the thing before that. Right over here to be exact. Something that has nothing to do with music, but more art. And I did talk about this before on my channel. So this is the Wacom Cintiq Pro 13. Ask me if I ever used it. I bought this device with the intent to invest into my little brother and his art career. He's a little kid, but you know what? I wanted to give him something that, you know, I never got as myself, which is, you know, somebody to buy something very expensive for them in order to learn from it. And the kid took advantage of me and doesn't use it, so fuck him. Okay, I'm sorry, I know. But with that being said, I just haven't had time to use this thing as much as I would love to. I'm not great with drawing anymore. I used to be amazing. And by amazing, I mean mediocrely good. So as you see, the tablet is pretty much what you would expect. You draw on it. There you go. Feast your eyes. Turn off the touch. Is it off? Great, now I gotta fix that. Whoa, what happened to my face? Oh, that's fucked up. As you could tell, I am sad boy. Sad boy, give middle finger. I don't use it. It's not money's worth. I lost some money from that. I'll be honest, but I will catch myself drawing. As soon as I finish mastering guitar, I'm gonna jump straight to either drawing or Japanese. And since I got the drawing here, I might as well do a drawing and then get the Japanese. Or, I don't know, maybe both at the same time. And the last thing to talk about, of course, is the big boys himself. The Solid State Logic Fusion and the Better Maker Mastering Limiter. Alongside this thing, but, you know, I had that thing for a while, so that don't count. Before I say anything, hopefully y'all can see this well. Nah, y'all can't. Let's just take a look and see how many times I powered this thing on. So menu, the gear, you can see power cycles, I only did 55. And I had this thing for a good few months now, right? Couple months. You may think, God dang boy, you must not like using it. It's only 55 times you turn this thing on. And honestly, I just never had the opportunity to turn it on for myself and for work. But as you may imagine, you know, some of the times I powered it on was to learn it for myself. Other times was to, you know, calibrate it like I did back then. And of course, the other times would be when I worked with people's music. I did mix and master and use this thing for analog mastering. By the way, analog mastering is $100. If you are interested in it, hit your boy up. Yeah, $100. Go ahead and check out your boy at justinomoe.com if you want to get your music mastered, get yourself perfect, get your, you know, album studio quality professional fucking, I hate that word. But if you want somebody that knows what the hell they're doing and spent money and their life investing into it, hit your boy up for that. Alright, enough of the plug. Is it worth it? Oh my god, it is worth it. You know, once you go into analog realm, you will never go back. You will never want to go back. The Solid State Logic Fusion, of course, it's unanimous. This thing brought me into the analog world in terms of wanting to get analog gear, and this is the results of it. But the Solid State Logic Fusion is probably the first analog hardware processor in terms of, you know, adjusting mix. I mean, we're not going to include this being a graphic EQ. I use this with the intent at first as a EQ for my vocals when I record, but, you know, it doesn't work out that best. This thing works out best with this, in my opinion. Of course, I can also get a stereo compressor and use that as an insert for this for the mid and side. Make it pretty tight. This thing made me billions and billions and millions and millions of dollars. I would never want to live in a world where I never bought this thing ever. And the Better Maker Mastering Limiter just pretty much solidifies this and makes it whole analog mastering as a whole. So I said I need to get this, and I looked at them and I was like, yo, these are good people. And although I have only 55 power cycles in this, you would assume that I made a few, you know, bucks from working with it, which is absolutely yes. Is it worth the buy? Yes, it is worth the buy, but if you are an artist, your focus is not on this type of stuff, then it's better to hit your boy up at justinomoe.com and get it for literally 1/10 of the price. Well, not even 1/10. So for you guys and girls, it may not be worth buying it, but you know, if music is your life and you want to work all around, then yeah, hell yeah, go for it. Is it worth the investment? Yes, it is. You know, did this thing pay for itself yet? No. I mean, I made the money back through mixing and mastering. Let's get that clear. But when it came to its value put into itself, is that the best way to say it? All right, let's say this is $100 right here, right? I'm just counting this as $50. So in order to get 2,700, we're gonna have to do 52 works. I did it power cycled 55 times, but I probably haven't used it that much like that. So no. I did not get my money's worth of it yet in terms of investing. So overall, I showed you everything that I recently bought, and I gave you my opinion on, you know, was it worth it? How has it worked out for me? So forth. And you could probably tell there was some things that I bought that wasn't worth the money. I could have spent it on another hardware device and make my music quality even better, you know? Literally, the TV was like 500 or something. The drawing Wacom tablet was like 900 or something like that, 700, almost 1,000 I'd say. This table was 1,700. I'm not, you know, saying these numbers are bullshit or something. I always got to make that disclaimer. But that's about 17, 27, 30, about 30 something, 3,300. I could have put that into another Better Maker device, you know, the compressor or the EQ or something, and up the quality, but at what visual cost, you know? If I were to give you guys and girls advice, before you buy the product, think about it. Will you make money? Is it worth it? But with that said, I hope you guys and girls also reflect on yourself as well as your equipment and see if it was worth the buy for you or not, and what you could do in the future when it comes to future devices that you want to buy. Like for me, the future device that I want to buy next is actually a MIDI mixer, what's it called, Behringer X Touch. So that's probably going to be my next investment once I make back a lot of money. I'm going to save up a lot of money and then keep myself within the threshold. Curious to know what you guys and girls think about your own stuff. Feel free to let me know in the comments and I will read them. I will always read them. I'm always there. And yeah, thank you guys and girls for watching. It is your boy Justin Omoe, and I will see you in the next one. Oh, I'm a masochist. I think that's the word. But yeah, peace. I'm out. Oh yeah, and please have yourselves a damn good one.